Hey guys, it's your boy Sunny right here. I hope everyone's doing fine. I'm doing good. So, I was the birthday boy yesterday, and there was nothing special about it, but it's just good to live another more year. Though the years are getting scary, and just trying to see where you're headed to in life, it gets worry. Today's special edition, I just get some news that might be interesting to all of you guys that are trying to play football. Either you want to play in Europe, you want to play in Asia, but this news is mostly for people that want to go play in Southeast Asia. To be precise, Malaysia. First things first, Malaysia right now, in the third tier, foreigners are allowed. So the last time, the reason why I left there was because the foreigners were not allowed in the third league, and the first and the second league were purely run by agents, and that was that. So my agent just reached out to me yesterday, and he's like, yeah, the foreigners are allowed in the third league, but this time only two. Previously there were more than two foreigners allowed, and now you are only allowed to have two foreigners maximum. The restriction is that they have to be below 21, so you have to be 18 or 21. But the flip side is the Malaysian Super League has an under 23 league, and now they increased the number of foreigners. Previously it used to be three plus two, meaning three from anywhere in the world and two from one Asian and one Asian. But right now they are allowed 9 foreigners. Out of 9, 3 have to be under 23. So you have these foreigners that can play in the Super League, and every Super League team has an under 23 league. So you can sign and play in the Super League, and if you're under 23, you can play down in the under 23 league. However, the under 23 league also is open to players moving down from the Super League. For example, a player that's got injured in the Super League team and he's just trying to recover, come back to recovery. You are allowed to play the under 23 league, but only 2 are allowed to play at a time. So I thought that was very interesting news for most of you guys that want to go to Southeast Asia and try to go start over there. Honestly, I would recommend that over Dubai, because the pay in Malaysia is very good. We're talking about 1,500 plus housing and food and bonuses at that level, and it's not tax, which is not something that Dubai really offers like this. And on top of that, the club works out your paperwork, and the games are live. The stadiums are really good. Most of them are really very good. And the quality of life is also great in Malaysia, cheap as well, and I think it would suit anybody that would want to go to Malaysia and play. Again, the transfer window opens, I think, around August or middle of August. That's per my knowledge, but I will still double cross with my contacts down there, and then I can come and give you guys information. The good side is that Malaysia, not a lot of people need visas to go to Malaysia. Most countries are visa free, and there's what they call passport index. You can actually check what with your passport, what countries are you eligible to go to without visa. For my country, I think it's not so many, but I want to believe that I have one of the weakest passports in the world. But I think most of you guys, it would benefit you if you're from South Africa, India, South America, Europe. That would benefit you a lot. If you're playing in Europe, in Portugal, you're playing in the 5th league or somewhere like in the distrital level or something like this, at the same professional, I think it would be good to go down there, make that money, and after a year or 2, you can actually jump up and try to play in the higher league. It is very easy for you to climb. I do not think playing in the 5th tier here and then you go to Malaysia and play 3rd tier, you'd have any difficulties. No, but just be mindful of your position. Usually they are looking for center forwards, center backs, and midfielders. Wingers a little bit, but if you're fullback, you just go there and convert. Just convert that you're a winger at worst case scenario, because they want you to be able to help the team win games. Right back cannot win you a game. Again, that is the Asian mentality, and you have to like bear with that. I know somebody that left Malaysia, that left Portugal here. He was a right back basically, and now he's playing in Singapore as he went as a winger slash striker, and now he's the top scorer. He's one of the top scorers in the Singaporean league. Good thing he has a Portuguese passport, and he's doing well for himself. The money there as well is amazing. It's very good, and in Portugal was just juggling between the districtal and I think the fourth tier. He had never made it professional in Portugal, but he went outside and he's a big thing. And one good thing with these Asian countries is if you play in the Asian League for 5 years, like you play 5 consecutive seasons there, most times you are neutralized and you can actually represent. You can represent them in the. You can represent the national team, which in Europe here it is very difficult, and with a lot of players, everybody is as good as you are, and you're just another aspiring or another regular player. But when you go somewhere, you become a big dog. They'll respect you. Your confidence is way up here, and you can just build up on that. So I think it's a good thing for most of you guys that want to go to Asia. The African guys, honestly, Malaysia would be very ideal. Thailand is not very ideal because of the complications with the tickets. You need to go in, and then when you want to renew your documents to get a legal residence permit, you have to exit the country. So that's where Thailand is not favorable in that circumstances. So I hope that information was helpful to whoever that would need it, and yeah, just take it from there. Today I went to Lens, one of the teams within my area here, and I wanted to train, but so there's actually a training program that goes on there, conducted by somebody with the players from professional players basically, but the field is rented, so I was not able to train with them. Most countries in Europe are actually not good to play semi-professional, and this is the reason. First of all, European laws are very strict on how they issue out residence permits, and at lower leagues, not even most, but almost all the countries do not recognize them as how you call it, like you are not going to be able to get a work permit playing a lower league in European countries, and for that reason Asia is very open to that. Asia is very open to everybody, and it's more free there in Asia, and I think that's why Southeast Asia, or even Asia in general, is very ideal. For example, in Czech Republic, you cannot play if you're not playing in the first and the second league. The government cannot issue you residence permit. Same to Germany, same thing. You have to either have a student's visa, or you have to have a language course. You have to be studying German for that period. Spain, almost the same. Portugal, it's pretty much the same, because the reason for that is semi-professional level, you're not paying taxes basically. Like you're not paying taxes, you're not earning below the minimum wage, because in Europe almost every country has that minimum wage that they pay all their workers, and if you don't meet that standard, then you are not deemed sufficient or self-reliant to stay in the country and meet the living standards, and that's why Europe becomes a little bit complex in that sense. And I think Asia, they really don't care about that. As long as you're a player, they will pay you whatever they want to pay you, and that it's upon you to think that this money is enough to keep me going, or it's not enough. And I think most of it is enough. And for example, if you're a goal scorer or a defender, you're always going to negotiate bonuses. If you're a striker, you'll be like, I need bonuses for scoring goals, and the same thing could go for a defender clean sheet. There are bonuses for that. So at the end of the day, you realize that you're actually pocketing more than your salary more than what you the down salary is if you are doing good, you know. And again, there are even times where people just, the management could just be happy and they just pull out something. They'll tell you, you know what, wait for me this game and I'll give everybody XY amount of money that is outside your contract. So this is these are little things that motivate people, and they make playing in Asia very interesting. So if you guys want to do this, man, how about you go down there? I'm going to leave on the description here of this video the link for the passport index, so you guys can check the passport of your country, how many what do you call it, what countries you can go to, and what type of visa you will need. So I'm going to leave that on the description down here below of that video. And besides that, it's been a pleasure having you guys as usual. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. It's been me, your boy Sunny. Until then, peace out.